In my later 20s, I started thinking, all right, about the clock ticking. And so then I thought, all right, I could do this. And then I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. And so that changed everything. Early on, I never felt any pressure to like follow a certain path. But there was a part of me that did feel like, oh, it'd be kind of nice to have a child. I hadn't met anyone yet. And I started thinking about, okay, so what are my options? Do I look into surrogacy or do I look into adoption? And then I did think, all right, I could do this. As soon as I was diagnosed, it changed. And yeah, that was really hard. That was a hard one because I didn't know if I could handle it. I don't know if I could handle what was going to come with my diagnosis and stuff. Some women said, "Oh, I felt the best when I was pregnant," but then there was others that would share stories of like it was really hard, and then they talked about you'd have to stop your medication. So it was really overwhelming, actually. The thought of it, and then even the thought of adopting. I mean, all of it. I just kept thinking in my head, can I do this? Would I be able to do this? And I had people just in mentioning, like, I don't know if you have a chance of adopting. I don't know if they would adopt somebody with a chronic illness. I even had somebody say, if I don't know if I would marry someone. It would change if I knew someone had an illness. It's a big commitment to make to somebody that has a chronic illness. So there was these comments made that really changed the whole outlook. And that really, yeah, that stuck with me. I thought I'm being selfish because I'm going through this and I shouldn't put that on anyone. And so after that diagnosis, I did feel like I had no choice anymore. And so I thought it's done. My options are taken now. And I didn't even entertain it after that. So, yeah. And it's unfortunate. Looking back now, I do wish I kind of thought through more of that, but there weren't really any stories really for me to see or hear. Looking back, I wish I had more people that I could have talked about this with who were maybe going through it or other women that were going through this. Again, it is hard. And I think not only until maybe the last year and maybe 2 years with social media, with Instagram and things, have I actually seen disabled women with kids and having kids. And I just think, wow, how beautiful is that? How amazing that that could happen. That could be an option for someone. Because I don't want anyone to just feel like that's it. That's the end of that. That's the end of that story. That was that chapter closed, done. Because it's not looking back now. I mean, I'm like, I could have probably done it. Do you know what I mean? I probably could have done it. And so I'm hopeful that people will be able to hear some of these stories now and feel like they have that option.